Good morning. Happy Sunday. I hope you're having a lovely day and your weekend has been good. Out here in Western Newfoundland, the weather has been amazing and we had some beautiful sunsets. Last night, a moose was in my neighborhood, so it's full on summer, hopefully. All right, well, we're going to get started. But before we do, just make sure that you do have a block handy, a block or something you can put your hand on. We will probably be going into some twisted standing poses. I'm thinking revolved triangle, so you might want to have that. So get yourself seated. Let's get started lying down on our back. And just lay yourself down, get cozy, reach the arms out, become wide, take up space, and take a couple of deep breaths. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Let it go. Allow yourself to arrive both mentally and physically on your mat, knowing that the next hour or however long you have is solely dedicated to yourself. Perhaps you'd like to close your eyes and start to deepen your breath, inhaling, allowing your tummy to rise and your rib cage to expand. Exhale slowly, soften and let go. Continue with your mind on your breath. And today for our practice, I'm going to introduce a little mantra to guide us through the practice. And in Sanskrit, it goes Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. And that means, may all beings everywhere be happy and free, and may the thoughts, words, and actions of my own life contribute in some way to that freedom for all. That's a really beautiful mantra, hey? So we're going to dedicate our practice to the well-being of both ourselves and others. And if there's somebody or a group of people, whether you know them or not, that you'd like to dedicate your practice to, I invite you to do that and bring those people or that person to mind. And as you inhale, think about sending loving thoughts, a loving, warm light to that person, those people. And as we continue through our practice, as your mind begins to wander, we'll slowly bring it back by focusing on that dedication. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free, and may the thoughts, words, and actions of my own life contribute in some way to that freedom for all. It's a lovely one, especially for now, hey? Take a deep inhale and give yourself a great big stretch from end to end, pointing your toes, reaching your fingertips long, and on your exhale, slowly let it go. Draw your right knee into your chest, flexing your feet. And maybe you'd like to take your right knee into your right hand and give your hip a couple circles here. Starting to wake up that hip socket. And let's switch it up. Left knee into the palms. Extend your right leg out. And then give that knee a couple circles, waking up a little bit here. And draw both knees into your chest. Bring your nose up to your knees. Coming into a tight little package, little ball. Inhale and exhale. Another great big stretch. Extend. Draw your right knee into your chest and shift your hips over to the right, just a couple inches. And then begin to draw that knee across the chest over to the left side. Extend your right arm out to the right. Maybe you'd like to extend it straight or bend at the elbow, looking over your right or left shoulder. Breathing into your rib cage, nice deep breaths. And slowly inhale, come on back through center. Switch your hips, bring them over to the left side just a little bit. Hug your left knee in. And then bring it across the body over to the right, extending your left arm out. You might hear a little creak in your spine. I certainly heard one. And inhale, come on back through center. Extend both feet up towards the sky, coming on into happy baby. So you're bending at the knees, holding on either to your ankles or your feet. And you can feel free to hold on to the outside edges or on the inside. And if that's not quite accessible today, you can always hold on to your knees and just hold them out to the side. Feel free to give yourself a little sway from side to side, maybe extending one leg straight and then the other. And finding some stillness in that happy baby. Now your knees in. Cross your right leg over the left. You might tuck your toes, your right toes behind the ankle, but that's not necessary. Simply squeeze the legs together. Bring your left elbow over the right. So you're coming into a reclined eagle pose, basically. So your left arm is over the right. And you're squeezing your forearms together. Your palms might come to touch, but that's also not necessary. On your inhale, start to extend your arms up above your head and your legs out. Exhale, begin to squeeze your knees in and start to roll up, bringing your elbows to meet the knees. Inhale, extend. Exhale, squeeze in, squeezing your navel to spine, pulling yourself up nice and strong. Inhale, extend. Exhale, squeeze in. And lay yourself back on the ground. Give yourself a little shake. And we'll go right on into the other side. So you're crossing your left leg over the right. And your right arm over the left. Squeezing your forearms together, squeezing your legs together. Navel to spine, nice and strong through your belly. Inhale, extend the arms as if you could straighten your arms above your head and straighten your legs out. You won't. Exhale, squeeze in, roll up. Inhale, extend. And exhale, roll it. Nice way to wake up through the core. And one more. And let it all go. Give your limbs a little shake. Hold on to the backs of your legs and start to roll back and forward along your spine, gently massaging here. And then find your balance point. See if you can hold here. Extend through your spine. Squeeze your legs together. Active through your feet. Can you let go of the arms? If you're feeling super, super strong, can you straighten your legs? I'm shaking. Woohoo! Let's wake up. And roll over the knees. Find hands and knees on the ground. And we're going to go into our cat-cow posture. So you want to make sure your wrists are underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your pelvis. As you inhale, let your pelvis extend back and up, tailbone to the sky. Roll the shoulders back and look ahead. Exhale, press through the ground and look towards your tummy as you curve the spine. Inhale, coming into cow. Exhale. Go at your own pace. Gently waking up the spine, finding some fluidity here. And one more set. And find your neutral spine. Tuck your toes if you're or bring the flats or the backs of your feet back onto the ground if your toes were tucked. And let's stir the hips a little. Move into a little circle here, going in one direction a few times. And then the other way. And tuck your toes. Start to lift your hips as you press your hands firmly into the ground, finding your downward facing dog, and begin to walk it out. Pedal your feet, gently moving from foot to foot, side to side, waking up the backs of your legs. And settling into a still downward dog. And bringing your attention to your spine. So is your spine nice and long and flat? If you find yourself kind of curving here, you might like to bend the knees, press into the hands, and really think about extending the tailbone up to the sky. So you want to have a nice flat back in your downward dog, whether your knees are bent or straight. Rolling the shoulders away from your ears. On your next inhale, begin to walk your hands back towards your feet. Hang in ragdoll here. Little move from side to side, little sway. Waking yourself up. Let your head go heavy. Maybe flutter your lips like a horse. Stick out your tongue. Relax through your face. And bending your knees, hold onto your hips and gently come on up with a flat back. Roll your shoulders back a couple of times here. And finding your Tadasana. So your feet can be hip distance apart or big toes touching, whatever suits you best. On your next inhale, sweep your arms up above your head. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale with a flat back coming forward. Inhale, half lift, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, fold. We're going to go right on back up. Inhale, roll on up, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands through heart center, fold forward. Inhale, half lift, lengthen through your spine, hands to the shins. Exhale, fold. Once again, inhale, roll on up. Inhaling, and exhale, fold. Bring your hands through heart center. Inhale, half lift, lengthen long neck. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll up, reaching fingertips to the sky. And exhale, hands through heart center, stay standing. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen long. Exhale, walk your hands out, coming on into plank. So in your plank, think about tucking your tailbone under, lengthening your legs, your heels reaching to the back of the room, pressing your hands firmly into the ground, pressing the mat away. Navel to spine, holding this here. If it's uncomfortable or you need to bring your knees to the ground, just go ahead and do that. And if you prefer to be on your forearms, you can do that too. We're going to hold this for another 10 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees come down. Tuck your toes under and come on into child's pose. Hips to heels. Forehead on the ground. Start to take a deep breath in and exhale through your mouth. Another deep breath and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And begin to walk your hands back a little bit, tuck your toes under, and find your downward dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, make your way to the top of your mat. In your forward fold. Inhale, begin to sweep those arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, reach on up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale to plank. Inhale in your plank, always feel free to bring the knees down. Exhale through Chaturanga. Inhale, press through your toes, bring your chest forward, coming into Cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift, lengthen long. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll up. Hands to the sky. Exhale, hands through heart center. One more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen long. Exhale, step to plank. Inhale in plank. Exhale through Chaturanga. Inhale through Cobra or Up Dog. And exhale, your downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee, open up through the hip. So you're stacking your right hip on the top of the left. Hands pressing equally into the ground. Inhale, extend that leg straight. Exhale, knee to nose, hover in plank for a moment, and then place the foot on the ground. You may want to take the ankle and just gently pick it up and place it a little further ahead. So you're coming into a little lunge. Bring your back knee to the ground. Untuck that back toe if you like. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. Exhale, begin to twist over to the right. So you're bringing your right rib cage, or your rib cage over to the right, widening your arms nice and long, strong. Thumbs pointed up. Inhale, back through center, draw up through your navel, navel to spine. Exhale, twist. Inhale through center, lengthen long. And exhale, twist. Let's hold it a bit more. Keep drawing up through your midline. And maybe sink your hips a bit lower. Inhale, back through center. Fingertips down to the ground. And on your exhale, go into half Hanumanasana, half split. So you begin to hinge your hips back towards the heel and straighten that front leg. So you're flexing your right foot. Inhale, come on back to lunge. Press your heart forward, come on to your fingertips. And exhale, press your hips back. Inhale, come on into the lunge, press your heart forward. And exhale, hinge back. Good job. Inhale, back to that lunge. Tuck your back toe, lift your knee up off the ground. Plant your left hand underneath your shoulder. Inhale, reach your right arm to the sky, twist it out. Inhale here. On the exhale, you're going to begin to scoop that right arm underneath the right leg, curving your spine. Inhale, reach it up like a big wing. We'll do that twice more. Exhale, the hand comes under the leg, curve your spine. Inhale, reach it up. Last one, exhale. And inhale, reach long, nice and strong. Exhale, plant the hand and step it back to your plank. Feel free to go right on into downward dog if you need a little break. Otherwise, we'll go through a vinyasa. Inhale and plank. Exhale through chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk it out. Find any movement you like here. Widen your feet to the edges of your mat. We're going to go into a little twist we've already done before in this class. Bring your left hand to the center of your mat. And bring your right hand over to your left thigh. So you're holding on to the outer edge of either the thigh, the calf, or maybe the ankle if you're feeling particularly flexible tonight. Begin to gently pull on that left leg. So you're bending your right elbow as though you could bring yourself through this little bridge you've made with your arm and leg. And inhale, place your right hand back in the middle of the mat, replacing the left. Take the left hand over to the right leg, either up at the top of the leg, onto the calf, or maybe the ankle. Inhale, bring yourself back to your downward dog. So bringing your feet back into line with your hips. Inhale, lift your left leg up to the sky. Exhale, bend your knee, open up the hip, stacking your left hip on top of the right. Inhale here. Exhale, travel, knee to nose, hover in plank. Hold it here for a moment, and then place the foot on the ground. May need to pick up the foot and bring it a little more forward. Coming into your low lunge, bringing that knee down to the ground, perhaps untucking your toes. Sweeping your arms up to the sky, inhaling here, and exhaling, beginning to open up and twist over to the left. Thumbs up. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, twist from your center. Inhale through the center, lift on up, and exhale, twist. Let's hold this one here. Nice lengthening through the arms, twisting through the rib cage, navel to spine. Inhale through center, reach the arms up. Exhale, place the fingertips on the ground, going into half Hanumanasana. You could tuck your back toes if you like. Inhale here. Exhale, begin to move the hips back towards your heel and straighten the front leg. Inhale, back to that lunge. lift the heart up onto your fingertips. Exhale. Inhale back to that lunge, feeling your heat building in the body. And exhale, hinge back. One more, coming into your lunge, lifting your chest. And exhale, come on into that half split. Inhale back to the lunge. Plant your right hand underneath your shoulder. Tuck your back toes under if they're not there. Lift the knee and inhale. Twist up towards the left side. Inhale for a moment. And exhale, begin to curve under, bringing that left arm underneath the left leg, curving your spine. Inhale, lengthen long through your spine and through that arm. Exhale. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale. And one more, inhale, lift. Exhale. Plant that hand on the ground, framing the left foot. Step back either to plank or for a break, go to down dog. Inhale in your plank. Exhale through your chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Yeah, heat is building. Woo! Take a moment to close your eyes and focus on your breath. And bring to mind who you're dedicating your practice to, who you're sending love and kindness to today. Inhale, open the eyes, look forward, and exhale, bend your knees and step or hop to the top of your mat. Hang in ragdoll for a moment, give yourself a little sway. Inhale, half lift, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll on up, big reach to the sky. And exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, bend the knees and reach the arms up. So you're coming into Utkatasana, fierce pose. If your feet are wide apart, you want your knees to track over the feet. If your feet are together, just squeeze your legs together. Inhale, Utkatasana. See if you can sink your hips a little bit lower. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale here, and if you'd like to join me, start to twist over to the left, placing your right elbow over the thigh. Hands come to heart center. As you press your palms together, can you twist just a little bit more? Take a look back at your right knee. Is it poking forward ahead of the left knee? If it is, start to think about pulling your right hips back into your right hip back into line with the left. With control, maintain that squeeze between the knee and the elbow. Pick up your right heel and start to send that foot back. Maybe you're tiptoeing it back into a lunge or picking it right up and stepping confidently back. Coming into your twist. Feel free to stay right here or inhale, open the arms wide. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, open wide, open chest. And exhale together. Hold it there. And then begin to revolve down, placing your fingertips on the ground. Start to walk your back foot in to the point where your heel comes down to the ground. So your feet are in line with your hips, toes pointed forward. Moving into your pyramid pose. Inhale, start to lengthen your spine, so much so that maybe your fingertips come off the ground. Exhale, come back down. Drape yourself over that leg. Inhale, lengthen long, reach those arms. And exhale. Inhale, lengthen long through the spine. And exhale. Simply step your right foot forward, coming back into your forward fold Uttanasana. Little sway here. And begin to bend the knees and sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands through heart center. Straighten the legs. Inhale, sweep the arms up, bend your knees, Utkatasana. Exhale, hands through heart center. Begin to twist over to the right, placing your left elbow over the right thigh. Press your hands together. Then begin to twist just a little bit more. Keep squeezing your navel to spine, lengthening through your spine. And with control, maintaining that squeeze between the elbow and leg, start to pick up your left heel and shoot that left leg back. You can do it. You've got it. Feel free to stay right here or open up the arms. Inhale. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, open wide. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, open wide. Exhale, palms together. Begin to twist back to center. Place your fingertips on the ground. And start to step that left foot forward until the heel comes down to the ground. Toes pointed ahead. Straight legs, but try not to hyperextend that front leg. As you inhale, start to lengthen your spine, so much so that your fingertips start to fly off the ground. Exhale down. Inhale, lift up. And exhale down. Last one. Inhale, lift up, lengthen long. Pull your shoulder blades back. And exhale. Step your left foot forward into Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, sweep your arms up, coming into Utkatasana. And exhale, straighten legs and hands through heart center. Take a moment to close your eyes and simply feel your feet rooting into the ground. Take a couple of deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. And notice the power and sensations as you press your feet into the ground, feeling a sensation of lifting up through the arches of your feet, up through your legs, through your hips, spine, and crown of the head. You are powerful. Inhale, open your eyes. And we're going to go into our revolved triangle. So be sure to have a block handy. Place that at the top part of your mat on the left-hand side. You may need to adjust it. Bring your feet wide to the long edge of your mat so that your right foot is closest to the block. Hopefully that makes some sense. Begin to turn yourself over to the right. So your right toes are pointed forward and your left foot is at a 45-degree angle. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips and make sure that they are equal. Reach your left arm out, and you're going to begin to reach as though you're reaching for something lovely and delicious that's just out of reach. Over there, long through your spine, hinging from your hips. Begin to place your left hand on the block. So the block should be just underneath your shoulder. You want your palm or your wrist to be right underneath your shoulder. So your hips are nice and equal here. On your inhale, begin to lift your right arm up and out to the side. So you're twisting from your ribcage. And keep lifting through those legs, pressing into the four corners of your feet. Then twisting. So you may need to play with the height of your block. Maybe much better to go to the highest level. Take a couple of deep breaths. And on the exhale, sweep that arm down. Place the block off to the side. Place your hands on your hips and start to come on up with a flat back. Inhale, come on back to the long edge of your mat, wide feet. We're going to go into Malasana. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, begin to bend through your knees and come on into your Malasana or yogic squat. If you find yourself not quite able to really sink into this and relax, I would take a block and place it underneath your butt. Perfect. You really want to be able to stretch here. And it's totally fine if your heels are off the ground. You just really want to be able to sink down into it. So press your palms together. Those elbows are at the insides of your knees there. Lengthen through your spine. And feel free to give yourself a little sway from side to side. Deep breaths as you bring some fluidity into your hips. Place the fingertips on the ground and start to lift your hips up, parallel your feet. Give yourself a little sway here. Maybe Jackson Pollock it with your fingertips. Freeform movement with your spine. Let it all go. And begin to roll on up. We'll go into revolved triangle, Parivrtta Trikonasana on the other side. So block to the other side, closest to your left foot. Feet are wide apart, wider than hip distance. Hands to your hips and begin to twist over to your left. So your left toes are pointed forward to the short end of your mat, and your right toes are at about a 45-degree angle, or your right foot, I mean. Hands to your hips, hip points nice and equal. Reach your your right arm forward, lengthen through your spine, and then reach long and place the hand on the block. You may need to adjust the placement of your block. And if that's not quite the right height, maybe you want to bring it up a notch. Whatever suits you best. Inhale, reach your left arm up to the ceiling, twisting it out. And think about pulling up through the kneecaps and pressing into the four corners of your feet. As you revolve, triangle it. Lengthening that left arm nice and long to the sky. Shoulder is pulling away from your neck. And maybe you're looking down towards the ground or at the wall to your left. One more deep breath here. And exhale, bring the hand down. Place your block off to the side. Hands to the hips. And inhale, come on up with a flat back. Come on to the long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet. Roll your shoulders back and maybe bring your hands together. So you're clasping them together like so. Roll your shoulders back. Lift your chest. Exhale, hinge forward. Bringing your hands up above. Maybe you're hanging out right here. Keep rolling those shoulders away from you, from your head. And on your exhale, let those hands go. Bring them down to the ground, right in front of your face. Begin to walk your hands over to the left, bringing your right hand to the left ankle. Inhale, sweep your left arm up to the sky, twist it out. Exhale, doing a little dance, kind of sweeping yourself over to the other side. And inhale, reach your right arm up to the sky with the left hand on the ankle. You can go at your own pace, exhaling as you sweep and inhaling to twist. And if this doesn't suit you and you just want to hang out in a forward fold, do what suits you best. This is your yoga class. One more on each side. And then find your forward fold. Hands underneath your shoulders. As you inhale, come on up onto your fingertips and lengthen your spine, lengthen your neck. Exhale, fold. Twice more. Inhale, lengthen long through the spine. Press into the outer edges of your feet. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Begin to walk yourself over to the right, coming to the top of your mat. Step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee, open up the hip. If you feel like it, drop it back to rock star, bringing the ball of your right foot down to the ground behind you, pressing your hips up to the sky and reaching your right arm behind. So you're on the outer edge of your left foot and the ball of your right foot. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your hand down to the mat. Knee to nose, your right knee to the nose. And on the exhale, shoot that right leg underneath the left arm, coming into flying triangle. So you're on the outside edge of your right foot and the inside edge of your left. Reach that left arm strongly to the sky. You've got this, come on. Exhale, hand down to the ground. Lift that right leg up to the sky. And exhale, step it forward, preparing for warrior two. Lower your back heel to the ground. Inhale, sweep your arms up, finding your powerful warrior two. Adjust yoga clothes where required. So you are bending into this front leg. The knee is right over the ankle. Pressing into the outer edge of your left foot. Reaching strongly from end to end as you pull up through your center. Inhale, flip the front palm. Exhale, peaceful warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle pose. Follow your breath. Inhale through warrior two. Peaceful warrior. And we'll do that series one more time. And land in your side angle pose. Pressing into the outer edge of your left foot. Nice length through your left side body. Twisting through your left rib cage. And active fingertips. Pressing your right elbow into the thigh. Shoulder is away from the ear. Inhale back to warrior two. And on the exhale, windmill the arms down. And make your way back to your downward facing dog. Walk out those feet. And bring your knees down to the ground. We're going to go into puppy pose. Walk your arms out, keeping your hips right over your knees. Walking your arms out ahead of you. And begin to bring your chest and your face towards the ground. So your forehead and nose might be touching here. And keeping your elbows lifted if you like. Rotating those arm bones out. External rotation. Couple of deep breaths. Begin to walk your hands back towards you, just ahead of your shoulders. Begin to slide yourself down to the ground. So you're on your belly. Oh, that feels so good after all that work. Bring your fingertips just off to the sides of your mat. Tenting your hands, 90-degree angle with your arms. Bring your forehead to the ground, pressing into the tops of your feet. Inhale, press through your fingertips, lift your chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift on up, press through your fingertips. And exhale down. One more, inhale, press through the fingertips, lift your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades together. And exhale down. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Feel free to make your way to downward dog by pressing through your hands, through plank, or going through your knees. Give your feet a little walk here. We'll go right on into the other side. Inhale, lift your left leg to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee, open up the hip. Feel free to stay right here or drop yourself back to rock star. Ball of the left foot, outside edge of your right foot, lifting through your hips, reaching that left arm powerfully behind you. Exhale, left hand comes down to the ground. Bring that left knee to your nose and then send that left foot underneath your right arm. Coming on into your flying triangle. You're on the outside edge of your left foot, inside edge of the right. And exhale, hand to the mat. Bring yourself back to 3-limb down dog. Shoot that leg up to the sky. And exhale, step it forward. Preparing for warrior two on this side. Just switch myself up so I'm facing you. So your left foot is pointed towards the short end of your mat. Heel to arch alignment with your feet, or for a more stable base, heel to heel alignment. Press into your base, into your feet as you begin to float on up. Reach your arms powerfully from end to end. Take a deep, great big breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, flip your front palm. Exhale, peaceful warrior. Inhale through warrior two. And exhaling to side angle pose. And keep that going. Follow your own pace. And landing in your side angle pose. Pressing into the outer edge of your right foot, rotating through your rib cage up towards the ceiling, reaching strongly with that right arm. Inhale, come on back up to your warrior two. And on your exhale, windmill those arms down and step it back to downward facing dog. Give yourself a little walk here. Side to side sway. And coming into your downward dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll on up, reach towards the sky. And exhale, hands through heart center. So at this point, I'm going to give you the chance to practice a balanced posture that you have been working on. So it could be anything you like. Today, I'm going to try on crow, but you can feel free to go on into crow with me. Maybe go into tree on both sides, or anything you like. Last time we did sugar cane pose, so maybe you want to try that on again. If you'd like to join me for crow pose, you can come to about the center of your mat. Begin to bring your big toes to touch and start to sink your hips down. Bring your hands on the ground. You can have the heels start to come up. Hands just ahead of your shoulders. You want to have somewhere to go because you're going to begin to bring yourself forward over the arms. Start to lift your hips as you press into the ground with your hands. Your fingers are nice and wide apart. Nice strong arms. Begin to place your knees on the upper arm area. So squeezing the knees into the arms, nice and strong. That is really key. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Begin to look ahead, very important, top of your mat, and begin to squeeze your right heel up to the bum, and then see if you can lift the other one. Big toes touching, active through the feet, pointing the toes, pressing through the hands, and lifting up. And when you're ready, come on down, take a break. If you're doing tree, make sure you go into the other side. Same thing with sugar cane pose. And if you just did a hand or arm balance of some sort, give your wrists a little love here. Shake it out. Nice. And when you're ready, join me on the mat. I'm going to come to a seated position. Grab your block if you have it handy or a pillow. We're going to go into fire log pose. So your right leg is bent on the ground. You're going to stack your left leg up on top. So you're bending the knees, feet are flexed, sitting up tall. If you find yourself kind of crouching here, you're not able to sit up straight, sit on a something, a pillow of some sort. If you find there's some discomfort here with the legs, you can place a block underneath that top leg. Lengthen long. Maybe bring your fingertips to the ground. And on your exhale, begin to hinge forward. Lean ahead and find a spot where you feel a little stretchiness. And just ride that edge. Breathe into it. Maybe close your eyes. I've got to let the cat in, of course. Hello. You've missed almost the whole class. Deep breaths. Bring to mind the person, people, or non-humans that you are dedicating your practice to, sending some light and love to today. And then on your inhale, look ahead, opening the eyes, place the feet on the ground, give your knees a little sway from side to side. And go on into the other side. So your right leg stacks on top of the left. Your shins are parallel, so they're kind of lined up on top of each other. Flexing your feet to protect your knees. And maybe placing something underneath your bottom if you need a little leverage, or a prop underneath this top leg. Inhale, lengthen long. Exhale, hinge forward. Find your little forward fold here. And you don't need to bring your nose to the ground here at all. You're just finding that point where you feel some stretch. And you just stick with it. Breathe into it. Deep breaths. On your next inhale, lift them up, remove any props you might have. Place your feet on the ground once again, windshield wipe the legs from side to side, and open your legs wide. Sitting up tall on your sit bones. Lift and lengthen those arms up above your head. Exhale, hinge forward, place the fingertips on the ground, and let your head relax. Walk your hands over to the left side. Place your hands around either the ankle, your calf, or maybe the foot. And maybe you'd like to go into a little side body stretch, beginning to sweep your right arm up towards the sky, kind of twisting it out. You might find yourself very good at twisting at this moment. Lifting that rib cage out to the right. And on your inhale, sweep those arms up, parallel, and go right on into the other side. Actually, first, begin to reach your chest forward, over the leg, walk the hands out. Find your ankle, your calf, or your foot. Feel free to stay right here, or keeping your right hand on the leg. Sweep your left arm up to the sky and point those fingertips towards that right leg. Twisting through your rib cage. Inhale, come on back through center. Bring your legs together. Place your feet on the ground. And lengthen long. Exhale, begin to roll down to the ground. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little sway from side to side. And on your next inhale, lengthen yourself like a big cat lying in a sunbeam. Great big stretch from end to end. And exhale, let it all go. We will stay here for a short relaxation, Shavasana. But feel free to stay here longer after the video ends, absorbing the benefits of your practice. An option to sit on up in a seated meditation for about a minute. Listening to the rhythm of your breath and observing the sensations in your body. If you're ready to continue on with your day, begin to sit on up if you're not already there. Keeping your eyes closed if you choose. Bring your hands to heart center. Take a deep breath in and exhale out through the mouth. Let it go. And bring to mind those you're dedicating your practice to. Send them a little bit more love. And namaste. Thank you for joining me today. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. If you have any questions, comments, or class requests, let me know. And just leave me a quick hello comment if you have time on the Facebook page. I'd love to hear from you. Have a great day.